Alright, boys and girls, welcome to the DFS experience for Friday, December 1st. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, player prop website where you can play against the house to play against other players in contest format. You got Mr. What the fuck? Powell, what the fuck? Paolo Banchero. I'm a little under the weather today. I'm a little slow right now for this. Just bear with me. Yeah, Banchero. 19.5 total points. If you choose over, you get 95 points. If you choose 105, see, I'm already fucking up. If you choose under, you get 105 points. You got Kuzma over under 7.5 total rebounds. If you choose over, you get 110 points. If you choose under, you get 90 points. You do get a deposit match up to 250 if you use my promo code DFS Chapo, or you can use the link that's in my description. Look, I really was gonna make this video in the morning, but I said, yo, let me just get it out the way because a lot of our people watch it overnight, and I didn't want to leave them hanging. But it's only like 5 games or some shit like that. What is it, 6 games? So let's just breeze through this. I don't want to talk about Banchero. He literally was making me throw up saying his name. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He really fucked me. He really fucked a lot of us 2 nights ago. So just seeing his name just like gave me nightmares. Listen, we're gonna start with DraftKings. We're gonna start with point guard Luka Magic 11-4. Fire him up. Listen, I'm shifting. I don't want to say shifting, but I'm trying to actively focus on playing players in these high ass total games. High totals, more possessions, more opportunities for fantasy points. The bad teams this season, they're not only bad, they have slow paces. And you can't win like that at all. I'm trying to stay away from them. The reason I bring that up is because once I see Memphis, it gives me all types of nightmares. The only person on that team that could possibly get you there is maybe Bane, and you need that entire team to help him keep the game close. I don't like Memphis. I don't like the musical chairs. I don't like the changing starting lineups every night. Memphis could fuck off because they. I ain't gonna lie. Marcus Smart helped me win some money. I ain't gonna lie, but he ain't here right now, and that team is gone to shit. Luka Magic, fire his ass up. Booker, we don't need him right now. He went into the locker room like 2-3 times in the last game. He's not 100% healthy. Plus, you got other players that can give you the same fantasy points he can for cheaper. So he doesn't matter. Maxey, we're waiting on MB news. Boston's a tough matchup. Should be a close game. Should be a playoff type atmosphere when these two get together. 9.4 is kind of spicy, but we still need MB news. Kyrie, he's fine. Barnes is fine. It's either going to be Barnes or Siakam. Two-headed monsters over there in Toronto. Play one or the other. Been playing Siakam lately. It's been working out. Brunson had a monster game. I like Brunson again against Toronto. He destroyed. Was it Charlotte? Was it Charlotte they just played? I think he just finished destroying Charlotte. He should have his way with Toronto. Not really scared of OG and all that other defensive shit. Toronto's defense is okay. Nothing spectacular. McCollum, kind of scared to play McCollum with like one lung or whatever the fuck it is. Half a lung, broken lungs. What did he do? 28. He's been good this season, though. I can't lie. 28 minutes. If you want to take a shot on McCollum, take a shot on McCollum. Murray's 7-5. He's fine. Cole Anthony should destroy Washington by himself. Didn't they just play? They just played, and he put up 45 fantasy points. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I know we talk about this quite a bit on this channel, but I had the live before lock show on in the background as I was finalizing my lineups, and I heard one of those goofballs say not to play Cole Anthony. He said it quite a few times. He said it so much that it made me think that he was playing him. But as he was saying not to play Cole Anthony, I knew Cole Anthony was a great play. He's going to come off the bench, and he's going to destroy their bench. Look what Cole Anthony's been doing the last 5 games. 50, 37, 26, 34, 54, 45. Yes, he was 6.7K. He was a little bit spicy. But why on earth with a guy that's going up against Washington like Cole Anthony on the run that he's been on, why would that be a bad play? Somebody please help me. I know he's a little bit expensive, but we knew he could pay that off. Any seasoned veteran NBA DFS player knew Cole Anthony was a good play. Yet, you get these people that you're supposed to trust on these live before lock shows stare you away. Stare you away from the golden pathway. I've been warning y'all. And it never fails. Like, people that don't know what they're doing, they get got. Holidays are okay play. I'm not really interested in these Boston boys. Why? Tatum takes about 50 shots a game. Brown takes about 35. Porzingis takes about 30 when he plays, and everybody else gets peanuts. I don't like Boston, even without Porzingis. I'm not really into. You're gonna get Derek White. You're gonna get a good game from Holiday and White every once in the blue, but I'm not interested right now. Schroeder's fine. Melton, okay. Schroeder's fine, but guess what? New York's pace. This word I keep talking about, pace. New York has a pace equivalent to a snail. You feel me? Slow pace. And guess what? It works for them because their guys, they get theirs. Brunson and Randall get theirs because they get all the usage. You see what's happening over there in New York? New York is like a whirlwind. And you get sucked up into it, and it's fucked up for fantasy. You know why? Because if you're playing against them, the pace is going to be very, very slow, but they're still going to get what they need to get. And then they're going to come up with the W. Their main guys are going to get their fantasy points. And the players that you play against the Knicks, they're just going to be they're going to be left holding their nutsacks. You feel me? And if you think back, as you're listening to me speak right now, and you're thinking back to all the guys you played against New York, and you didn't cash, that's why. New York's pace is tremendously slow. That means that even if Schroeder has been having really good games, expect that shit to slow down going up against the Knicks. Melton, not really interested in unless there's no Embiid, and then he still becomes an okay play. Suggs, absolutely targeted Suggs. Not targeted Suggs. Use Suggs to target Washington. He's like top 5 in steals. Suggs absolutely came through. 29 minutes, 34 points, 2 steals. Like, I knew the guard was gonna go off. I got Banchero wrong, yeah, but that's not my problem. That's his problem. He didn't show up to work. Sohan had a good game tonight or last night. Reggie Jackson, we don't really need him anymore. He did his job. For one night only, Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan were Shaq and Kobe. Got to give it to them. But that ship has sailed, and we don't need Reggie Jackson anymore. Eric Gordon, quickly you could take a shot. Dyson Daniels, I never seem to get right, but McCollum is back, so you don't need Dyson Daniels. Tyus Jones, I've been off of him since like the second week of fantasy. Hawkins, you don't really need. You can take a shot if you need value, if you're desperate. I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies started Derrick Rose for fuck's sake. I don't know why. Oh, that's not bad. 32 fantasy points is not bad, but that's like the best game he had all year. Look at this shit. 16, 27, 18, 2, 12, 10, 23, 22, 32. And I ain't gonna lie to you, for a split second I thought about trying to find a way to play him, but I quickly snapped myself back into reality. I said, that's Derrick Rose, for heaven's sakes. I couldn't do it. And I still wouldn't do it. I don't give a fuck if he starts tomorrow. I'm not playing Derrick Rose in my lineup. Goodwin, Trent, Pritchard, Beverly, they're just there. Nothing spectacular. Let's go to shooting guard. Bane, you could take a shot, but I'm very scared of that Memphis team getting blown out. Ingram, great spot against San Antonio. Little bit of a blowout risk for San Antonio, but you got Keldon Johnson, you got Vassell back. I think they got a little bit of heart. I don't hate the Spurs. They're all right. They're all right with me. Poole. I don't think this is a good matchup for him. This is a good matchup for Orlando. I don't think this is a good matchup for Poole. Poole already struggles on his own, furthermore, going up against a decent defense. He's untrustworthy. He could give you 14 or he could give you 35. He's been playing better, though. He sometimes gets benched. They get blown out. Poole is very risky. Listen, take a shot at your own expense. Cole Anthony is up to 7K. And guess what? He's worth every cent. Don't let anybody from a Live Before Lock show tell you not to play Cole Anthony when they're playing the Washington Wizards. They're straight lying to you. Tell them DFS Chapo says stop lying, bitch. All right, let's continue. Vassell's coming off the bench. Not interested in that. OG's okay. He's not the same OG that we used to know, but he's okay if you need value for now. You know, I don't like talking about value too early. That's my pet peeve. All right, there's nothing down here unless you want to play Anthony Black and just lose all your money. Let's go to small forward. Tatum. I don't really play Tatum often, as I should, but, you know, I'm about value. I'm not about, you know, clogging up my lineups with a fucking Mr. Tatum, but he's absolutely worth it. Tatum's in play. Scotty Barnes is in play. Jaylen Brown. Franz Wagner's going to torch this slate again. Lock in Franz Wagner. Don't ask no fucking questions. Keldon Johnson's absolutely in play. Michael Porter is a douchebag. Tobias Harris forgot how to play ball. Santi Aldama is sometimes. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. Barrett, his usage is not the same. Yeah, I wanted to play him. But, you know, the DFS gods told me, listen, you know better than that, so I didn't play him. Avdia, you could absolutely take a shot on him. Who else is here? Herbert Jones is risky, but you could take a shot. If Tim Hardaway Jr. is out, I expect him to give him a bigger bump to Kyrie and Luka. Who else is going to score? Josh Green? Hardy? Fucking Rich Holmes? Who else is going to score? Pay attention to THJ News. Hart can't really play. Listen, until we get real value, you can't play these guys. Koulibaly, if you're desperate. Yeah, let's go to power forward. KD's been playing amazing all year. Nobody really talks about him. Fire up KD, because when Booker is going back and forth to the locker room, KD's gonna still be on the court getting buckets. And I'm not even a KD fan like that, but you got to give him his respect. Now he's under 10K. Fire his ass up. Wemby's a dog. You feel me? I clogged Wemby in all my lineups when they said, "Yo, Wemby's playing." You got to play Wemby. Wembley's a 10K player right now, maybe 11. Play him if you like money. I'm pretty sure I'm cashing right now on both FanDuel and DraftKings. I'll check it out after I finish recording, and it's because of Wemby, Cat, Walker Alexander. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pivot. You know, when news come out, you gotta be ready. You know, you gotta have pivot fingers. If you playing NBA DFS, have your pivot fingers ready to go. You feel me? Zion, 8.9. He's been feeling himself lately. Fire his ass up. Randall's too cheap. Decent matchup, but Randall's gonna get him. Listen, one thing about the New York Knicks, you know what these guys are gonna do. Randall and Brunson and Randall. Randall and Brunson and Randall. Oh, somebody needs a little bit of rest. Quickly, let's go. That's all they do. Kuzma, they need to trade that man. They need to send him somewhere respectable. Kuzma's absolutely in play. Banchero, price went up. He played like straight ass water. I can't do it. Too many other good plays for me to play this bozo. I'd rather play Siakam. No, I don't want to play Siakam. Not against the Knicks. But I'd rather play somebody else. Siakam's not a bad play, but remember what I told you about that pace. Jaron Jackson Jr. is 8K. I don't know why. Keldon Johnson's fine. We spoke about that. Listen, okay, you got Aaron Gordon, okay, nothing spectacular about that. Horford's okay. You prefer him to start. Roddy, you prefer him to start. Covington, if there's no Embiid, okay, play Batum. If he starts with no Embiid, he had 2 games, 31 and 32 fantasy points, but he also got 3 steals and 1, a few rebounds, a few assists. He's not taking a lot of shots. You got to be very careful. And then if there's no Embiid, you know what the new thing is now, starting Marcus Morris. They act like they don't want to play Paul Reed. If Paul Reed is your backup center, when your normal center is out, you should be playing your backup center, right? I thought that was the point of a backup center. Who the fuck knows? Derrick Jones Jr., if he starts, he's okay. Josh Green, okay. I don't play these guys. Marcus Morris, if he starts at center, he's gonna get 17 to 20 minutes, and that's the production you're gonna get. So, Paul Reed is the better play. It's just very scary playing the Paul Reed and then seeing him not get into the game until like 4 minutes left in the first quarter. It's crazy. All right, these guys down here I'm not interested in right now. Let's go to center. Jokic, you got to play him. Find value and play him. Embiid's in play. Wemby's in play. Wemby's absolute. Wemby's too cheap, but Wemby on FanDuel's a different dog. 3 points per block and steal. Come on. Nurkic is fine. Valanciunas against the Spurs. They might need Valanciunas. Collins is fine. Pirtle is fine. Not interested in Robinson, to be honest with you. Goga, I don't like his minutes, but he can nuke Washington in 22 minutes. Gafford, if you want to be cute. Bayambo, all these guys are in the same league. Tillman, I like people that are 100% healthy. I don't like that questionable sign. That means you're gonna take a trip to the locker room in the middle of the game, right? Nah, no thank you. Mo Wagner if you're desperate. Achua if you really wanna, jump out the window. Paul Reed if there's no Embiid. And I think they're giving DeAndre Jordan run now. Oh, he got a little 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 3 fantasy. Look at this shit. 34 minutes, 51 fucking fantasy points. Wow. All right, listen, we about to jump to FanDuel real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do over here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell. Thumbs up. Stop playing games. If you need help with lineups, NFL lineups, NBA lineups, NHL lineups, check out the Patreon link in the description. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups, or I can build you your own lineups and send it to you. And I was in such a great mood today, even though I wasn't feeling well. I sent everybody my NFL lineups. I didn't even check those. I'm pretty sure DraftKings cashed, but I didn't have Metcalf, and Metcalf had like 3 touchdowns. So I had everybody but Metcalf, but I'll check that in a minute. All right, let's go to FanDuel. Let's breeze through this son of a bitch. Now let's get out of here. All right, the player pool. Nothing changes. Just some of the salaries. Got Luka, Tyrese, Kyrie. Everybody looks good. Kyrie's a little too cheap. 8.3. That's fine. And if there's no Tim Hardaway Jr., I'll give Kyrie another few minutes. McCollum, Brunson is way too cheap. Cole Anthony 6'9". I might have to lock his ass in. Um, Derek White is meh. Jordan Poole is, you could take, if you're playing a lot of lineups, you could throw Poole in one. Schroeder, I don't really like in New York, but he's not the worst player in the world. Melton, Suggs is fine. I like the I love the matchup. Quickly, you could take a shot. Derrick Rose, if he starts again, 4.8K. I don't trust him, but you could take a shot. I don't trust Derrick Rose to play a full fucking game. I don't remember Rose playing a full fucking game since like 2015. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Okay. Booker, not interested in. Bane, Jaylen Brown, fine. Vassell, not interested if he comes off the bench. Melton, I prefer if there's no Embiid. OG is okay if you get last man in, but I do prefer Suggs. I don't need Hart. The rest of these guys down here I don't really need right now. Let's go to small forward. KD, lock him in. Tatum. It feels like a Tatum slate to me. Barnes, you could take a shot on. Kuzma, little too cheap. Brandon Ingram. Look, there's stars that rise to the occasion when they're shorthanded, and then there's stars that play better when other stars are with them. I think Brandon Ingram is fine with McCollum and Zion on the court with him. You would prefer to play him with everybody off the court, but I think he's still the same. I don't think that affects him, because you'll see you play some guys when they're by themselves and they do absolutely nothing, and then the very next slate when their stars come back, they shred the slate. You see what I'm saying? I think Brandon Ingram is one of those guys. Franz Wagner, we're locking him in. I'm definitely playing Franz Wagner. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Abdia, we could take shots. Barrett, I'm not really interested in. Covington, if there's no Embiid, you could take a shot. Roddy, if he starts, you could take a shot. Josh Green, if he starts or gets more minutes for Tim Hardaway Jr., I'm still not interested. Wemby, 9K, I'm locking him in. I don't give one fuck. Zion, you could take a shot. Julius Randle's too cheap. Kelvin Johnson's absolutely in play. Not interested in Porter like that. Porter's another guy. When Porter had the whole world in his hands, when there was no Murray and no Jokic, you know what Michael Porter did? He pissed himself. Michael Porter's a guy that need the rest of the rest of his guys with him, or he's not going to perform the way we need him to perform. Collins is in play. Aldama, I think I'm going to stay away from him. He had fucking 60 fantasy points like two weeks ago. Where the fuck did that guy go? We went from 656 fantasy points to 13. Now he's living in the 20s. No thank you, buddy. Sohan, you can take a shot. The rest of these guys I'm not really interested in. And at center, you know the drill. Jokic, fire him up. Embiid is sick. I would love to play Paul Reed, but I'm going to just stay away from that too. Like they play him reluctantly. Like they don't want to play him. I don't want to be playing somebody that the coaches don't even want to play. What happens when we play Paul Reed with Embiid out and he don't even touch the court? That will happen. Fuck all that. Who are we? Nurkic in play, Pirtle in play, Valanciunas in play. Al Horford if he starts, but he probably won't start. But if he does start, he probably will start for Porzingis. You could take it. I think he's been starting. You could take a shot on Al Horford on FanDuel with the blocks upside. You feel me? Gafford, you could take a shot. Goga, you could take a shot. Pay attention to Xavier Tillman. If he's out, you could take another shot on Bismack Biyombo. Not interested in Lively. Paul Reed is 5-1 now. I'm not interested in Paul Reed, to be honest with you, going up against Boston. I'm not. I'm just going to fade him. Healthy fade, respectfully. You feel me? Mo Wagner's in play if you want to be cute. And if you play anybody else down here, it's going to be an early night. You see what I'm saying? All right, listen, I'm out of here. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell. Thumbs up. Hope you had a profitable Thursday. Don't forget, check out the Patreon link in the description. If you need any lineups, NFL, NBA, NHL, golf, duck hunting, skeet shooting, rock throwing, rock skipping, hula hooping, double dutching, I don't give two fucks. Whatever it is, check out the Patreon link in the description. And we still running a Thanksgiving special, even though Thanksgiving is over. I'm a dumbass. Listen, I'm going to go on and get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.